Welcome back to the Blue Chip Breakdown, Vols fans. I'm your host, Bull, and in today's video, we're going to talk about what it's going to mean for this team to be getting back Keenan Pili. So, what we've been hearing here recently is that Keenan Pili's rehab has been going really well. And for those of you who don't know, Keenan Pili is our 6'3", 240-pound linebacker transfer from BYU. He played in the first game of the season, but went down with a tricep tear and had to have surgery on it. So the expectations were for him to come back around the Georgia game, but it sounds like he's going to come back a couple of weeks early, and this is going to be a huge deal for this defense. If you paid attention to this show, we've talked about it pretty much every week, that these linebackers are what offenses are trying to key on. You know, they're trying to attack our young linebacking core. And Florida had a lot of success with that early on in the season. And that's a big part of the reason that Tennessee lost that game. We've also seen in pretty much every single game, teams have had one big run on us. And sometimes it can make or break games for Tennessee. We saw the same thing last week up against Alabama. They had that one big run to come out and start off that second half. And that was pretty detrimental to the momentum of that game. With Keenan Pili in, we're not going to see a whole lot, if any, of those at all. He is a veteran. This guy's 25 years old, and he's played a lot of football, and he carries himself like it. We're going to jump into the film here in just a minute and take a look at some of Keenan Pili's plays from the first game of this season. And actually, you know, he tore his tricep early on in that game, so he played pretty much that entire game with a torn tricep. He said that he really didn't even know how bad that injury was. So it goes to show how much of a warrior this guy really is. But we saw what Cooper Mays did to this offense once he came back. We saw how much different this offense has looked. Took a giant leap forward. I think that Keenan Pili is going to do the exact same thing for this defense. And this is a defense that is already playing very well. Put him in, and now that we've got some younger linebackers who have got some game experience, we're going to be looking really good on defense, and I'm super excited about this one. This is one that all Volunteer fans should be really happy about. But let's take a look at the film and see exactly what Keenan Pili is going to be bringing once he comes back. Right here, we've got Keenan Pili playing outside. This is an empty set, which means that there's no running backs in the backfield. Keenan Pili is going to end up manned up, starting off in a little bit of zone, or maybe he's just holding his inside leverage, okay? Not allowing anything across his face to the middle of the football field where we see there's a lot of space at. So again, he's a wily old veteran. And then watch the way that he breaks on the outside. And then that's Aaron Beasley who made the stop on that play. Those are going to be our starters moving forward once Keenan comes back. We're going to have a really solid defense. I want you to pay attention to Keenan Pili here, right? So we're going to have a tight end release up this field. That's one part of this. This running back right here is going to come out to the flats. That's Keenan Pili's guy. But pay attention to what Keenan Pili does to this tight end that's coming up the field. He's going to go on top of him, slow his route down, and then sprint out here and get onto this running back out here in the flats. These are the types of things that veterans do. Watch him here. Boom. He cuts off this guy's route. Okay, he's slowing him down, and he's giving whoever's covering him back here, looks like that might be Tank who's covering him there. Whoever is covering this tight end behind Keenan Pili, he is helping him out by cutting this route off, and he's also coming over and stopping this running back out in the flats. That's a very subtle thing, but you know, those types of things make a big difference throughout the course of a football game. And now here, this is a quick wide receiver or running back screen out to the flats. You're seeing Pili right here. He's identified this. He's going to come inside out, which means that he is going to try to attack this ball carrier's inside shoulder. He's coming in here because the cornerback is going to attack the outside. So this is called complementary football. This is how you have to play it. But the main thing that I want you to notice is the way that Keenan Pili is able to fight through two of these blocks. So he's going to minimize this lane that the running back can run through by coming over and taking on two blockers, okay? Comes over, boom. He's taking on two of them right here, okay? So now this running back has got to get up this field, okay? He can't come back to the inside. So whoever this corner was, I think this might be the corner, didn't do a very good job of, you know, what they were supposed to do. They got too far up this field and just got blocked and kind of got washed out. But we have more help coming. So pay attention to what Keenan does here. Fights through, all right, and he's not able to make this tackle, but you see his teammates are all coming in, right? Still got some flow from the inside and from behind as well. But biggest thing here is just how physically dominant he was with two offensive linemen trying to block him. He splits right through them almost like they're not even there. All right, so on this play, we're gonna have something similar. The ball's gonna come out to the flats. Let's watch the way that Keenan is able to sift through everything here. Identifies, look. His eyes, right, were on this quarterback. The quarterback's arm comes up, and now his eyes are right here, okay? He knows that this ball is coming out because his quarterback is in a throwing motion. Again, these are veteran things. This is the type of stuff that you're taught, and every little inch, every little step makes a really big difference. Again, we see Keenan Pili flow to the inside of this guy here, okay? He's gonna attack the inside of this running back's shoulders, okay? He's gonna attack the inside. Makes a good flush tackle, goes low, secures that tackle, okay? You're not gonna see very many missed tackles from Keenan. All right, so on this play, pay attention. We're gonna have this wide receiver kind of drops back. This is a play that Virginia had been running pretty consistently. Keenan Pili does a good job of kind of staying put right here, but he's going to identify the run coming over and he's going to step up, but watch the way that he's able to sift through all this traffic. I mean, he just avoids blocks beautifully and effortlessly, and he's able to come again inside out and make a good tackle. He's flowing, scraping. Now look, once this lane opens up, he does a great job of getting into this lane. And again, staying on this running back's back hip so that this running back can't cut back on Keenan Pili. This is something that our linebackers, unfortunately, have not done a phenomenal job of this season, especially our younger ones. But look at that, inside out. And guess what? He has help to the outside. That is Roman Harrison. So that's an excellent job by him, staying to the outside. But you see the way that, again, complementary football. We meet right here. This is a very minimal game. All right, now we are obviously backed up in our own red zone. Pay attention to Keenan here as he's got a couple of offensive linemen that are going to try to reach him at the second level. But watch the way that he's able to duck his shoulder up under one. And I mean, just avoids blocks, again, beautifully. Scrapes. Okay, there's two guys getting up to the second level. All right. And Keenan is already past this one right here, but he's still going to slow play because he can't overrun this stuff. So again, it's beautiful technique here. He's slow playing it, but look, he just very, very, very subtle, just dips that shoulder and he's past this offensive lineman now. Doesn't necessarily make a play right there, but those are the things that you're looking for from veteran players. These are the things that we've been missing on this defense. That it really has been our only weak spot throughout this entire season. Maybe a couple of other things if you can nitpick at, but our biggest glaring weakness has been our young linebackers on this team. All right, now this is something else that we love to do with Keenan Pili because again, he can cover a lot of ground. He's the biggest linebacker that we have, and he's probably the fastest. He's close to it, but he does an excellent job in coverage. We do a lot of Tampa 2 with him. So you're gonna see him drop back into a middle of the field coverage, okay, on a Tampa 2. But watch the way that he is Johnny on the spot once this football is thrown. All right, so boom, comes up, right? He saw run, play action, but look at how quickly he's already back into coverage, all right? He's doing a beautiful job of getting back quick. This is a guy that's played a lot of football. Gets back quick, and boom, right there. I mean, that ball is missed on purpose, but it was missed on purpose because look at who's standing right here. All right, now on this one, we've talked several times about what he does at the point of contact, okay? We've talked about this in previous film breakdowns of Keenan Pili. A lot of that was from BYU. Now we're seeing him doing it on this team this season. Watches this offensive lineman, the guard, I believe, or center, tries to come up and block Keenan Pili. Again, he's not going to necessarily make a play on this one, but watch the way he's able to shock him at the point of contact. First things first, okay, he's already identified where this play is going, okay? He's watching film and, you know, he's doing a great job of identifying it, and he's already flowing here. that ball was snapped, his first step is towards where the football is going. But now look, he doesn't overflow. He does not over pursue this. He stops right here. He anchors down. And he's not afraid of these offensive linemen coming out to block him, okay? He understands that he has to kind of hold his ground here because he's already 2 to 3 yards off of the football. So he can't give up too much more. And he's got some help in this defensive set that we have. So boom, takes this on right here, right? Shocks this offensive lineman, knocks him off balance. That's how strong he is. That's how physical of a player he is. And he disengages really, really easily. Now, we also talked about Keenan being sideline to sideline. Again, he had dropped into like a middle of the field zone coverage right here, probably another Tampa 2. But pay attention to the way that he's going to come from way over here and get in on this play on the sideline. This is one of the things that we've been missing from this defense. Look at that. Doesn't necessarily make that tackle, but he's right there to clean it up if that tackle was missed. All right, and here, this is a situation where they're going to run the football right at him. Watch the way that he just holds his ground, does not give up his running lane, his gap. He stays in it, and, again, he goes low, and he makes good, sound, fundamental tackles. All right, now I absolutely love this play. Keenan Pili is showing pressure right here. And this is a situation where I believe he was going to be coming, okay? I think that this was a designed blitz for Keenan Pili. But again, being the wily old veteran that he is, we're going to see this running back come out on a wheel route. And as Keenan is coming up, he just connects with him right here and takes him all the way up the football field. Let's watch it. Yeah, so look. Just connects with him, finds him, cuts off his route. And the quarterback probably was trying to go to this guy, but Keenan Pili does an excellent job of picking him up. And now this ball has to be dumped off here. And other playmakers can make plays because Keenan Pili is doing his job. Everyone's doing their job, and that's Aaron Beasley. They work very, very, very well together. I'm very excited about Keenan coming back. All right, so on this one, what we have is Keenan is playing a zone coverage here. Might be curl to flats type of a deal, but pay attention to the way that this quarterback Musket is going to come out, kind of try to string this play out, pump fake, do some things to try to get Keenan to bite up on him and leave someone wide open right behind Keenan. But Keenan, again, he's a veteran. He stays in coverage and he allows his teammates to pursue Musket. And, these are the types of things that we missed out on, especially last week, and we've missed out on throughout this season. Pay attention to him. Okay, he flows over in coverage. He's keeping his eyes on that quarterback. He's staying in coverage. And see, look, Musket is coming up to the line of scrimmage, okay, gradually. But Keenan is, not only does he have this guy right here kind of locked up, but he's also trying to stay in this passing lane here just in case one of his teammates have let someone slip past and get into one of these passing lanes right here, okay? This is, again, veteran football. Excellent job. Beautiful job. He covered up 2 people on that play in pass coverage. And he strung that out so that I think that was Big O coming over to make that tackle. Now, right here, what we have is a little bit of confusion. Okay, it's taking us a little while to get the play call in from the sideline. And as you can see, Virginia is lined up and ready to go. Now, pay attention to what Keenan Pili does here. He's going to be one of the only guys that actually gets to his spot, gets set, gets focused, or at least gets to a spot, right? And gets set and gets focused. Watch him. He comes up. All right, we don't know what we're supposed to be doing, but I'm going to get to my spot. Just plays it patient, sees that it is a run play, gets to his run foot will, and helps clean that tackle up. Now, in this situation, kind of similar to what we saw earlier in the game, we're going to have 2 guys try to come right at Pili to try to get some push and run right behind it, okay? Now, Keenan does a really good job right here of seeing it, right? Comes up, he's going to see it, then he kind of backs up so that he can give himself some space to maneuver between those offensive linemen and be able to stop this run play before it gets to that 3rd level. Watch him. Okay, sees it. All right, it's coming. He knows 2 people are coming. He does a good job of kind of, all right, let me back up a taste here. And, thinking maybe this could also be play action at this point because we don't know this, this running back still doesn't have this football yet. He's going to drop back. And then once he identifies that these linemen have come all the way up the football field, he comes back, kind of jukes them out, and then gets in between them. There's the run. Look at that. Jab step right here. Okay, jab step there, and then he's going to cut in between them. Makes a great tackle. All right, so again, we've got him dropping into a middle of the field zone. Not 100% sure what the coverage is. You know, again, kind of like a Tampa 2 look, but he's going to drop back. Okay, he's going to see the ball thrown out here, and then he's going to pursue over. This is a 3rd and 7, right? He's going to pursue over here and make this tackle. Drops into the zone, sees where the ball is thrown, gets over here. Now, look, is he giving up because someone looks like they may have this tackle and someone else is over here? No, it's going to keep on coming. This is what you're supposed to do, right? Sees it, he's still coming. Boom, okay, solid tackle. Now, pay attention to this. He looks over. Where's the first down marker at? He sees it. Now I want you to watch what he does here. Acts like he's getting up and he's gonna try to push this guy back just a taste more because he knows this is a situation that Virginia's probably gonna try to go for. Watch him. Pushes him back a little bit. Yeah, I'm just trying to get up. But he's actually pushing him back as he's getting up off of the ground. These are the types of veteran moves and veteran things that this team has been missing all season. And you just can't quantify how much it's going to mean to this team. Let's finish up with this film. All right, so on this one, we're going to see Virginia run the ball. It ends up over here. Keenan just does an excellent job of staying in his area and coming up and making this tackle. You see, he's telling everybody what's going on, making sure everybody's on the same page. Look at that. Run fits are beautiful. Comes up, cuts off this backside. Excellent job. He's right here waiting on this running back. Excellent tackle inside of the box. All right, so Keenan Pili finished that game with 4 solo tackles, and as you can see, he really just provides a lot more than what the stat sheet is going to show on this team, and I'm really looking forward to it, man. Thinking that he'll probably be back by the Mizzou game, possibly, and you know, maybe by that UConn game. We'll see how everything plays out. It is going to be great for him to, you know, get some live game reps and get back into game shape. Probably would take him about a week or two to really get into good game shape. But by that Georgia game, we definitely want to have him at full tilt, at full go. And it's looking like that's going to happen. So really big news for us Tennessee Volunteer fans. I hope that y'all are excited about Big Keenan Pili coming back and what it's going to mean for this team, for this defense. I think we take a giant leap forward with him. Like I said, a Cooper Mays size leap for this defense, and could be a very special finish to this season. Thank y'all as always for tuning in. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Peace.